The legs we'll use gray yarn and black yarn. In order to show the stitches more clearly, we'll use other colored yarn instead of black yarn for demonstration. Please refer to the stitches, ignoring the yarn's color. Working to a magic ring, wrap the gray yarn around your fingers like this. Make a loop around your mid-finger and pinch the crossover. Insert hook into the loop of mid-finger. Yarn over the hook and pull up loop. A magic ring is formed. In round 1, start with 1 chain stitch. Then work 6 single crochets. Work 1 chain stitch first. Then work 6 single crochets. Remember to mark the first stitch. Continue to work 5 more single crochets. Pull the yarn tail tight to close the ring. Finally, work 1 slip stitch. Round 1 is done. In round 2, start with 1 chain stitch. Then work set off 1 single crochet, 1 increase for 3 times. Finally, end with 1 slip stitch. Work 1 chain stitch first. Work 1 single crochet. Next, work 1 increase, which means working 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Once that is done, the second set, work 1 single crochet and 1 increase. The third set, work 1 single crochet and 1 increase. Finally, work 1 slip stitch in the first stitch. Round 2 is done. In round 3, start with 1 chain stitch. Then work 9 single crochets. Finally, end with 1 slip stitch. Work 1 chain stitch first. Then work 9 single crochets. Remember to mark the first stitch. Finally, work 1 slip stitch in the first stitch to join this round. Please finish round 4 in the same way as round 3. Work 1 chain stitch, 9 single crochets, and 1 slip stitch in turn. Round 4 is done. In rounds 5 to 6, change to black yarn. We'll use other colored yarn instead of black yarn for demonstration. Work 1 chain stitch, 9 single crochets, and 1 slip stitch for each round. The yarn change is done. Work 9 single crochets, and finally end with 1 slip stitch. Put the short yarn tail above the hook during crocheting. Cut off the excess short yarn tails. Finally, work 1 slip stitch. Round 5 is done. Please finish round 6 in the same way as round 5. Work 1 chain stitch, 9 single crochets, and 1 slip stitch in turn. Round 6 is done. Then change to gray yarn. In rounds 7 to 8, work 1 chain stitch, 9 single crochets, and 1 slip stitch for each round. Round 7 is done. Please finish round 8 in the same way as round 7. Work 1 chain stitch, 9 single crochets, and 1 slip stitch in turn. Round 8 is done. Then we'll change the yarn to work rounds 9 to 10. We need to change the color every 2 rounds. Work rounds 11 to 12 with gray yarn. Then change the yarn to work rounds 13 to 14. Finally, change back to gray yarn to work rounds 15 to 16. Work 1 chain stitch, 9 single crochets, and 1 slip stitch for each round. Break yarn, leaving a long gray yarn tail for sewing. Cut off the other colored yarn. One leg is completed. Please make 4 legs in total in the same way.